Hello from the void. My name is Erin River Sunday, and this is TBH Magic. This episode is our launch and introduction to this channel, with the audio portion being recorded on Tuesday, May 27th, 2025 at 1:11 p.m. in Asheville, North Carolina. So while we chat today and I introduce you to what you can expect here from TBH Magic, you're going to be seeing me effectively cast a spell into the ether for this channel. I'm working on a vision board for my TBH Magic YouTube channel and literally embodying the words that you hear me saying. I'm making 9 different sections for this vision board based on the Bagua feng shui sort of map. I've never seen a vision board made working with the Bagua before, but it felt right, so I'm just going for it. So what you're seeing is already one major difference between this channel and others. There are no talking heads. This is about spirituality in real life and how you can practically apply the different topics that we're going to be discussing, but more on that soon. Before we fully dive in, I want to take a few seconds to pause and breathe into the present. So wherever you are in time and space, at least if you're not driving, see if you can take a moment to take a big, deep breath with me. Feel free to pause the video and take the breath if you want, or just follow along with me. So try to count to 4 slowly on the inhale, and then 4 again slowly on the exhale. Let's do it together now. Okay, now we have arrived into the present moment. So next up, I want to pull an oracle card for us from the Archetypes deck by Kim Krans. If you work with tarot, you've definitely seen her decks around. I think I have all but one of them at this point, and they are very powerful. I'm just going to pull us a single card, and then I'm going to read from the guidebook. The riddle. Okay. It's got what looks like a triquetra looking symbol on it and some hands. So I'm really curious. I don't know if I've ever drawn this one before. Just looking for it in the guidebook now. Okay, the riddle. When the riddle is present, one must stop searching for the right answer. It cannot be found, and ultimately it is not important. Rather, there must be a shift from the literal to the metaphorical, from logic to mythic. You are thinking too small and literally about the situation. The riddle card appears when the energy is deep and mysterious, like the elusive wisdom in Zen koan. Focusing harder won't do it. Neither will increased effort. Time, surrender, and humor are your only allies. What feels like the most pressing dilemma won't reveal its deeper wisdom for a long time. Eventually, you'll learn a profound lesson from the riddle. For now, get comfortable with the limitations of your intellect and the reality of not knowing. It may, in fact, be the only reality there is. Wow. Yeah, as ever, that is personally resonating. So I hope there is something that you can take away from that and do with that what you will, wherever that is finding you today. Okay, so I'm opening this channel because I've been very uninspired by what's happening with spirituality on the internet lately. While I respect the countless hours that many of the people in my field have been putting in, it's just a lot of the same stuff being churned out across the board. The monthly astrology emails, weekly transit podcast, and heaven forbid, the 30-second videos across social media feel really prescriptive and predictable at this point. Content like this is often watering down really powerful and beautiful occult concepts in the name of capitalism, in my opinion. It seems to be about producing more and more, but not necessarily with much intention behind it. So we're doing something very different here, and in a way I believe it's a lot more valuable. If you love a metaphor like I do, it feels like most of what's going on in spirituality on the internet could be considered fast fashion. It gives people a little dopamine hit, but it doesn't really hold up long term. It also keeps them reliant and coming back for more while creating a ton of waste in the process. While here, we're focused on true sustainability. One of TBH Magic's goals is setting you up to have a relationship with your spirituality independent of anything external. It's a lot more work on the front end for me, but I know it's worth it. So one of the biggest facets of TBH Magic that sets it apart is that we're going to be talking about all things spirituality through time and space. You're going to get very used to hearing me say that on this channel. So what does that mean? It means if you're looking for a horoscope for a specific week or month or year, you will never find that here. But there are many, many other genuinely great places where you can find that information. And I wish you goddess speed on that journey. Here, we are going to discuss and dissect spirituality through a spiral lens, which is actually how time and space operates, rather than a linear lens like you find other places. I'm never going to tell you about a specific happening on a specific day, because you might be digesting this information 5 years from now, or you might be digesting this information in 2012. Maybe you've entered a black hole. I do not know. That is not my business. What is my business is sharing information, again, through time and space. So whenever and wherever you connect with this channel, it will be meeting you exactly where you are in perfect alignment. You can watch the episodes in any order that feel right to you, and know that the information will be landing right on time and never be outdated. Okay, I'm going to interrupt myself for a moment now and encourage you to like this episode, to share this episode, and or to comment on this episode if you're enjoying what's happening. I'd love you to comment your sun and moon signs if you know them, and we can get a bit of a luminary discussion going on in the chat. And if you're really connecting with TBH Magic and would like to support me financially, you can also book a reading with me at www.tbhmagic.com. I do astrology and tarot readings as well as distance energy work sessions. I also sell magical greeting cards on Etsy that are very special to me and more affordable than a full-on reading. You can find me on Etsy also at TBH Magic. Any and all support is so greatly appreciated, and I can assure you it is a symbiotic process. Okay, we're back. So the spiraling through time and space of it all is one piece of the puzzle. The other big thing we're doing here is focusing on practical action, which I mentioned at the beginning. That's why you're watching me create a vision board right now. Rather than just sitting in front of my camera telling you about this channel, you're witnessing me putting these words into practice in a way that I almost always do when I'm birthing something new, through a vision board. This is spirituality in real life, and it's intended to make the mundane a lot more magical. Rather than spewing fancy sounding jargon at you that you really don't know what to do with, TBH Magic is meant to show you real ways to take spiritually informed action in your own life, and frankly, in a way that only you're going to know how to do. There will be actionable homework, if you will, that you can immediately put into practice to connect with whatever topic we're currently diving into. So for this episode, this is your sign to get crafty and start collecting images to make a vision board for whatever you're currently dreaming up. And this does not have to be fancy. You do not have to spend money. You can simply write down words on a piece of paper and place them somewhere you'll see when you're focused on that specific desire. But if you want to really go all out, or if you have kids and want to do a fun craft with them, you can make this as elaborate as you wish and even tie in the creation to a new moon that's aligned with what you're bringing to life. This is a choose your own adventure sort of situation. And let me make this crystal clear, maybe for the Virgos in the crowd. There is no one right way to do this. Your way is the way. That's it. Okay, so we're moving through time and space together in a spiral, not in a straight line. Never a straight line. Then whenever and wherever the information is meeting us, we're going to learn how to take action in our own life to really bring us closer to ourselves and therefore the universe as a whole. Because yes, as above, so below, and as within, so without. I'm just truly so giddy and excited for this. The next piece I want to name that I certainly just alluded to is that I am a queer woman. So TBH Magic, by extension, is a safe place for all people, and especially queer women, because that is the lens that I'm viewing everything through. The work here is going to be centered around the feminine experience, while also acknowledging that we all have and should honor both our divine feminine and divine masculine. Which also leads me to mention there will never be artificial intelligence used in the creation of this channel or any other aspect of TBH Magic across the board. I've had the honor to work with many different astrologers and spiritual companies over the years, and I'm disheartened to know from personal experience and also just what colleagues of mine are sharing that there are many in our community leaning heavily and usually unapologetically into AI. TBH Magic is not one of those companies. I think it's impossible to fully grasp from my current time and space what will unfold technologically, but I don't feel comfortable working with AI in the present moment for many reasons. Mostly, I think it's a capitalism scheme, encouraging people to give their power away under the guise of empowering them, really into doing more work in less time. But again, it's the missing intentionality piece of it for me. So, you can rest assured that these episodes do each have a soul, of which, frankly, would not be possible with AI interference. So, with all of that said, TBH Magic is truly a spirituality channel unlike anything you've experienced before. I've opened this channel to reach more people through time and space and to build an inclusive queer community excited to dissect the messages of our universe. It's dedicated to helping you translate the energy of your birth chart into practical action, to connect you with other curious astral travelers, and mostly to illuminate the everyday magic of being human. So here's some of the things that you can expect from this channel. We're going to do deep dive interviews with lots of beautiful, magical people. There will be plenty of practical magic in really every episode. There will be spiritual book recommendations and reviews. Astrology, of course, crystals, tarot, numerology, energy, and dream work, really all things occult. And ASMR, because yes, I am a big ASMR fan, and I'm really interested in the way energy travels through that medium. So, officially, welcome to TBH Magic's home on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here and now, and have no doubt you are meant to be. Through time and space, Erin River Sunday.